All right, y'all, just give me a second. All right, you know what? Whatever. Let's move on. But anyway, what's good, y'all? Yeah, I know it's early for me to even be streaming, and I know that again, I was supposed to get head down to protest, especially in Seattle, but I didn't let time again pass, and for those that's gonna be like, oh well, you didn't go to the protest because I was scared. Like, nah, certain things don't go exactly according to plan. So miss me with that bullshit. But anywho, yeah, beyond that though, hey, everything is good. I'm glad to, again, at least sitting and chatting with y'all. No, for a bit. Hey, this is gonna be a chill stream. Hey, matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this real quick. All right, y'all, just give me a sec. No, I'm supposed to be, like I said, I know I'm supposed to be out, but hey, I'll come back to it, eventually. But anywho, I just happened to check out, again, a couple headlines and a couple videos regarding these releases, for the later part of this year, going on to next year regarding gaming. And one of them happened to be the Hitman world premiere and the Spider-Man 2. And I tell you, again, and I know some people go, and I know y'all are going, oh, so tongue tied today, but yeah. Of course, you may think, oh, well, the trailer, yeah, it all depends on, like what you get out of it. They just may just be throwing those teasers. And I'm like, and that's what they are. I mean, I take it as teasers, but hey, certain teasers, again, they don't want to reveal what's left in the, they don't want to reveal their whole hand just yet. That's just what it is. So, but other than that, I was impressed. As a matter of fact, even for the Spider-Man 2, they're gonna have Miles Morales in it, just so you know. Hell, he actually impressed me with some of the stuff that he could do. And that's definitely on the investment list. A PS5 and Spider-Man 2. Again, if you don't think so, well then hey, I don't know what to tell you, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, though. But anywho, um, yeah, I'm just happy that again, at least for those that again that's been wondering, even me, oh well, will there ever be a sequel to Spider-Man and Hitman? For those who haven't played one and two, yeah, our wish is coming true. They are coming out with again a second and a third release. Hey, I got a smile on my face right now. Yeah. But you know what though? But in all honesty though, there were certain things I did kind of just want to get off my chest, and I normally don't like to get into it, but like I say, again, I can get grimy and roll around in the mud and get dirty with the best and the worst of them. That's just me. But and again, some of y'all, again, y'all may whether agree to disagree with how I say stuff or what I'm getting ready to say and how I, voice it. It may ruffle your feathers. Hey, it is what it is. But and even again, like also I want to talk about this character. What is her name? Well, she's not. I mean, she's a real person, but I call her a character because number one, she just irks the hell out of me. It's been irking the hell out of me for quite some time. But her name is Candace Owens. Yeah. Now Candace Owens happens to be I guess, well, a black conservative, and don't get me wrong, again, hey, other people's that I know, hey, y'all gonna have different, political viewpoints, and I can respect that, but at least have some respect enough to at least tell the truth and be honest, rather than just coming on and just being, just a support system just for the sake of supporting, and you're not challenging anything that anybody does. I'm like, let's just be honest. Now, but going back to Candace Owens. Now, Candace Owens happened to say some things that was just blatantly disrespectful, regarding George Floyd. Hey, what's up, Elm City and Albert, aka my man Turtle? And it just, I ain't gonna say that. Well, it did kind of bother me, just the stuff that she said, but at the same time, you're disrespecting a dead man, though. Not only are you disrespecting a dead man, but you are also disrespecting that man's family and his memory of what was it that? Oh yeah, that's right. You said he was a thug and he shouldn't have been martyred, and you don't understand why he's being, labeled a hero. Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Hey, what up, TA? Now, you're entitled to your opinion. At the end of the day, you are. But what you are not entitled to do is to, you are not entitled to what you think somebody should be labeled as a hero. Now, you may, again, that may be how you feel, but at the end of the day, you disappoint me because of the fact that, again, you could just stand by and just call, again, just to call somebody who just got killed in broad daylight in front of people. You want to label that man as a criminal? Like that was justifiably so? Like, fuck you. No, I don't do that disrespect to dead. And anybody that knows me knows how I roll and knows how I get down. Yeah, are there, again, people who didn't have who did leave negativity behind and they are dead and they were just, pretty much evil people and they're dead. Like, did I ever disrespect? No, I don't. I let their issues die with him. Oh, I already know that TA, but nah, I ain't talking about that orange Cheeto with the toupee on his head. Well, not yet anyway. I'm just talking about this one particular heifer who goes by the name of Candace Owens, who felt the need to disrespect a dead man for the sake of, just disrespecting him because she's trying to appease her so-called base and let alone appease him. But we all know where it's stemming from. That she's basically 45's mouthpiece. But anywho, and secondly, who in the hell gives you authority as to, who should be honored. Who? Because at the risk of sounding like a hater, and that's exactly what it is. Yeah, you're starting to come off disrespectful, and you a so-called a low-key hater, and I don't like that. Whatever happened to if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. Apparently, you didn't get the memo. You never did get the memo because all you just care about is trying to appease the people that think and act exactly the way you do. As a matter of fact, Heffa, if and this is it, yeah, I will call you out. If you really that gutsy to say the things that you said, well, I tell you what, now, yeah, I'm pretty much a how can I put this? I'm not a again like a big time YouTuber or anything like that. I'm not. I come on here, again as a hobby, whether if it's gaming or just voicing how I feel at the time. I'm more of what you may call an underground type of channel. How about this? Hey, I challenge you to click that link and let's really have it out. But I already know you ain't gonna do it. You know why? Because you know what? See, hell, you can say these things, but the moment that you get called up on it, here you are. Nah, I ain't saying that you running and dodging from it. You said it, now own up to it. And by the way, your karma, yeah, your karma came and got you. It came and got you because you know what? GoFundMe ended up shutting your so-called streams of income for these so-called funds that you had, or these so-called pages and accounts for your so-called hate speech. And I say good. And no, now I'm not saying that, again, well, I wish death upon anybody, and I don't. But I am gonna say whatever happens in the aftermath of things, that's not on me, nor is it on, again, the people that's, again, watching and listening right now. You brought it upon yourself. Then you wonder why certain things that happens. Trying to appease somebody who don't even give a fuck about you, but yet got no issues, again, just giving him so-called good, nasty ass fellatio with his old Cheeto toupee wearing having ass. Who wouldn't even piss on you if you was on fucking fire? So yeah, bitch. And this is the real me talking. You don't know me. You don't fucking want to know me. And nah, this ain't no fake outrage or fake disappointment. Oh no, no, no. No, baby doll. You got the game twisted. You got the game all kinds of twisted and fucked up right now. But that's just me. And this is why, yeah, this is a chill stream and chat, but at the same time, I can make it a real talk chill stream and chat as well. I just come over here, hey, again, pretty much as a hobby, just because I ain't really got all that much to do. I mean, I just got done eating, but beyond that, hey, I got no problem giving y'all my time. But here's what, again, see, people like this have no business getting any more clout. This business, see, people like this have no business being paid attention to, point blank. People like this are very dangerous when you take them at face value and not uh let me say that again because I don't want to lose my train of thought. Yeah, people like this are very dangerous when you take them at face value and not as entertainment value. But the nation needs to address the real problems besides racism. That's the difference in the amount of resources, income. Oh yeah, for sure. And as a matter of fact, Ta, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm also gonna share also some other things that I don't. Well, again, I don't know if you know this, but hell, I kind of knew, but really didn't think how deep it was. And and I do want to give a shout out to my military men and women. Even the retired vets who served, who's done bigger and better things. Hey, my heart goes out to you. And this is just military, country servicemen and women worldwide. But what I didn't know is that if you think about it, like a lot of these so-called what you call it, army or military bases are basically named after these so-called generals who literally betrayed their own country for the sake of greed and who stood behind Confederacy. Now, of course, there was this the question was asked, oh, should these, branches or these bases should be renamed? And I'm like, well, hell, to me, hell, it wouldn't hurt, but if they do, great. But as of right now, I don't even hell, I don't know. I really don't because again the you're gonna have a stalemate there. But of course, according to this guy, we're supposed to respect the military. Well, we do respect the military. We don't respect the men who did the things that they did to get the acknowledgement and having name or having bases and branches named after them who did the things while they were in service. Hell, my father served, what, almost 30 years in the military, U.S. Army. So the idea that, again, that I don't respect him, yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that. But yeah, but back to it though. Okay, Ta, I'm gonna get to your question. Get to your comment about the difference in the amount of resources that certain classes get, and you know what, and that's the thing too. That because again, as long as again, like you have like people just in the world that let me phrase it correctly. As long as you have again like selfish people who vote, and again, and that's just what it's become, voting against your own interests. As long as you have those people that's still making the decisions, then unfortunately you're just gonna be shit out of luck. Have you seen the PS5 review? Hey, you know what though, Am City? I knew it was today, but the only thing that I got close to watching was the PS5 controller. Like I didn't see the actual reveal. But and I'm still, again, in a way, still kind of feel that it's still too early for the PS5 to be released. But that's just me, and I still stand by that. But it is what it is. I mean, if they're already announcing two games already for the PS5, like Hitman 3 and Spider Man Miles Morales, plus others, then hey, I support them 100. But the only thing that, again, like even for me, and even for the other PlayStation, players, and no disrespect to Switch, Nintendo, or Xbox, or even PCs, but the only thing that again, like my only concern would be is that is it going to be backwards compatibility, or the backwards compatibility? Like, are we going to be able to play PS1 games to PS5? PS5 is pricey for the storage it comes with it. Hopefully, it changes. Yeah. Hey, you know what though? I remember you saying that you was trying to get one, but the ones that they was selling at the time was a little bit too expensive, or either they was expensive or they didn't have any. Like they ran out of stock. Since COVID-19. Now it should come with the 1K gigabyte gigs for 499. Was that the Switch or the PS5? Why did I say Switch? Probably should have just stuck with the PS5. Because I remember, what was it, a long time ago? I believe, and it was right before I got my PS4 Pro. Um, they was talking about, like they was talking about the PS5. Instead of it being, let's say, like 399 to 499, uh they was gonna charge up like to 699 to $700, and that was during the tariff issues, due to China. Yeah, man, and the ones they do have are ridiculously high. Lowest were like 400 plus tax. Yeah, and you know what? And that's the thing too. Oh shit, I'm about to reveal a dirty little secret, but hey, sometimes certain secrets are meant to be revealed. I don't know if y'all have like let's say like what is it? Like army bases, like where you at? But I know like there are certain stores where if you would like to, let's say, buy a console, you won't get charged, extra tax for it like they do at GameStop. Because GameStop, they definitely love taxing the shit out of you, and even they would tell you that that's been one of their main issues is they tax their customers. But if you have but again though, if you have like let's say like a oh my god, what is that? What are those places called? And they're right on, and they have them on posts, but I just can't think of the name of it right now. These stores, they'll have like a entertainment department where they sell you flat screen TVs and any other entertainment equipment that you're looking for. You could just buy it, get like regular price and not pay any taxes, and you just, you know, walk right out the door. And that was what happened to me. Like when I bought my PS4 Pro, that I didn't have to worry about extra taxes. Oh, oh, it's 4.99 now. Oh well, damn. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be. Oh, I'm definitely saving my money then. Yeah, I'm definitely saving my money because it is on like Donkey Kong, and when and again, even when they do come out and Hitman and Spider Man is released, oh, feel like a kid at Christmas. All right, y'all, just give me a sec. I'm gonna try to see if I can do some screen sharing. All right, here it is, especially for Hitman 3. Release date, trailer, story, features, and everything we know about Hitman 3. Conclusion to the epic trilogy is coming in 2021. Hitman, the final, yeah, game in the trilogy is coming to PS5. And you know what? I kind of already knew that that was gonna kind of knew that that was gonna happen anyway. So it's not that they would do that. But overall, yeah, I'm purchasing it. All right, let me go ahead and end that for a bit. Hopefully, again, y'all was able to see that clearly, that I wasn't, messing everything up. But yeah, but also another thing, like they keep on talking about the Streets of Rage DLC featuring Skate, but the thing is, again, and the jury is still out whether or not if he's gonna be, again, fairly new, just like the rest of the character. Here to torture the host. Oh, you again. Hey, you know what? Hey, you can click that link. Yeah, you can click that link if you want. But yeah, though. But what was I saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, about the Yeah, about the DLC of Streets of Rage 4. There's definitely some possibilities that some DLC content will be released, but we still don't know for sure. Again, what's to be expected. But the thing that again, and then this is also another confession that I have. Playing Streets of Rage 4, hey, it's fun, it's wonderful, especially when you're on point. But when you're playing it on a certain mode, that's when it sucks ass. Like I wouldn't play it on normal or hard difficulty, but that's just me though. But yeah, though. So Miss Agnes, how have you been? Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't forgot that I still owe you a what you call it, a Chipotle date. I'm doing pretty good. I just had Chipotle 10 minutes ago, and you didn't invite me. Hmm. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know how you feel. You were you were lost. What? What you mean? What you mean? I was lost. What that mean? So you mean to tell me again, wherever you at in California, that there's like a multi, yeah, there's like only one Chipotle and not like a busload of Chipotles? Oh, you were nowhere to be found. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm never nowhere to be found. But no, no, but hey, but do you like order out, or do you have to like order your food or go in and order? Because I know everywhere else is different. But hey, what's going on, DJ Shern, also known as Shernette Williams? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you can do both. Okay, cool, cool. Cause hell, I just had Popeyes, and you know what? They not letting nobody in the Popeyes. But only thing you can do though, I mean, because we do like Uber Eats and DoorDash, and you could also just go through the drive-through because Popeyes is dirty. I don't know about that. I don't know about it being dirty now, but well, unless you know something that I don't. You know what? No problem. You know what though? Hey, sure, you know your shows, especially when you be having those music requests. I feel relaxed when I hear some old school. That's just me. I've been an old school music fan for as long as I know I can remember. Now I know it may have thrown some people off when some of the requests that I did ask for, it threw people off because it's like y'all can talk about these people, but at the end of the day, they still went in there and took care of business. Every place here you can go in and nah, it's cool request anyway. Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. because because now I'm not saying you, but again, you will have people that's still gonna be like, oh, Damian Lillard beat Shaq in a round. I'm like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Anyone who ever say that, they lying their ass off. They may tell themselves that lie each and every day, but they can't lie to me. Oh, I appreciate it too. I appreciate it too. I mean, it sparks an interesting debate. Hey, but you know what though? But speaking of debate, and you know what? Sometimes again, like when we talk about certain things, I mean, especially again, like in your streams, even when it comes to music, and we'll hear certain, let's say, certain music and topics, like again, like your question was, I think, how come boy bands ain't well? Let me rephrase that. What, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. About boy bands not being the thing like they were back in the day, and sometimes it's hard for me to like type my answers because I can go somewhat deep into it. But I can start right here though. Um, I was gonna say that I believe that again it also comes down to not I think it also has again an ego thing that comes with it, but also again like what's really going on behind the scenes and people who's representing them. Like for an example, I don't know if you saw the New Edition story when they first got together, like when they first like their first album, Candy Girl, um, and they had talked about that first album, how that album, I mean the album's great, but it didn't do well in sales. And what I mean by it didn't do well in sales, it didn't do well in the sense of again New Edition not getting a cut of the money that they were supposed to get from the album sales and tours, vice versa, because the record label did some underhand, dirty, dirty stuff. Did you get? Oh yeah, Agnes, I got it. And yeah, even hell, even Ralph Tresvant will tell you that he still haven't seen his cut of that money that was supposed to come with it. I think that I'm trying to think what was the exact amount. Oh yeah, like a dollar and I think it was a dollar and something cents. And each member would tell you that they didn't get their cut. And also another thing, again, why they don't necessarily, get ain't really get a thing that, it was not the same that it was before. Also because the mass media also plays a hand in that. Well, I mean that it plays a hand in it in the sense of it coming from a negative place. So, I mean, for an example, like me and my boys, we could have a group, right now, and if there's, yeah, for real, like me and my boys, we could have a group right now, and if there was like let's say friction or whatever, like in a certain situation where if something's going on with me and it's like it somehow gets twisted and turned into the sense of, well, AMR or Aaron is being distanced from his, his friends or his group members, and it's like they don't know that they don't know what's going on. So when they assume, people make total asses out of themselves. And so if I wanted to go solo, that doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, I wanted to be away from the guys. No, I feel that, hey, I can do my thing. And as long as I have this, if I can have their support and, you know, vice versa, then it's all good. Oh, say that again. Yeah. That don't mean, yeah. If I'm having friction or some tension going on, that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to be away from the guys. Assumptions. When you assume things, you make asses out of yourself. Because again, they're not, because hell, they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They're not, again, at every rehearsal or every practice trying to get ready for a big tour or a big concert or whatever. And it's easy for them to say things because people are going to listen. And I get that. And ass out of you. I think that's the way to. Well, well, let me. I would normally type it. Let's see, this way, but it's all good though. Oh man, yeah. Well, that's kind of like that's the inner. Think that's the inner thug in me. Assume I was trying to highlight the spelling. And I believe there's a way you can do that, but I haven't used it, personally. Now I know some people will do like all caps. They'll do that, but regarding is the highlighting the spelling and the word, I don't know how to do it because people have a tendency though, and you already know this, Sherm, that and anybody else that's listening right now, people have a tendency to diverge, away from the main topic when we talk about certain things. Like they'll just choose maybe a couple things, but mainly one, and will just go off topic and try to flip it and make it something that either you or me didn't say because they're too ignorant. And again, and I talk about this all the time that you can say what you want, but don't misrepresent what I say because you're too ignorant to know what I said. And I learned that from the best. And again, and that goes, again, like for everybody that's, again, hey, that's lurking and even watching, in the background right now. I'm not really the most, again, not say that I don't, but I normally don't, but I'm not the most braggadocious person in the world. I've never been that way because it's like, what would I have to, again, like prove? I would never do that. I mean, yeah, again, I can show you stuff. I can tell you things that, hey, I can give you tips, but doing that extra stuff like that's not me, and that's never been me. Again, I've never, and I've never really been the type to really don't. And again, I don't ask for nothing. I don't. Hey, but if you feel generous enough to, hey, to present me with it, hey, all I can say is thank you. But other than that, no, it's not. It's not necessary. I don't force people to do things that they don't want to do. But yeah, though. But you know what though. But hell. But yeah, though. But back to somewhat to the music, at hand. Um, and to me, and this is what's somewhat kind of been my biggest gripe when it comes to mainstream, is they never give the actual people credit for being the trendsetters as to why certain things came off, and the new generation, is able to pick it up off of what the previous generations did. Like, if for an example, like, again, if Bobby Brown could be asked, does he think is the when they're talking about like the greatest, boy bands, and you trying to talk to Bobby Brown about that, and the categories are bands like 98 Degrees, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block, Hanson. I mean, don't get me wrong, I got nothing against them, and this ain't no disrespect to them, but they are not. Let me say that again. They are not the trendsetters. I would be like, well, those groups would have never been them had it not been for groups like, let's say, New Edition and the Jacksons, and they would tell you that. I mean, and the thing about it is that, and the main reason why I say that they'll never compare to them, because they are like the only boy band to ever have other artists come out the group. In the sense of those, okay, it's about what they started off as a total of five. Yeah, they added Johnny Gill on when they thought, oh well, he was replacing Bobby Brown, but he wasn't, and but that's another story. Um, Again, like, what again? If In Sync, pop at that time was heavily influenced by older, very, very, but they kind of like you. But then again, though, like where pop is now, right. But nowadays, though, like pop music these days is not really the exact same pop that I grew up listening to, and some will still listen to till this day. But I understand that everything, again, gets revamped, styles change, fashion. I get all of that. But I don't want you to be, again, like, at least, but at the same time, it's like, don't, if you know that there's certain things that just don't fit you, then don't implement it. Please don't. Vocal styles repeated in dancing. Oh, yeah. There is sub pop now, country pop, R&B pop. Yeah, you know what? That is true. That is very true. I mean, hey, I think you was talking about this what on your stream the other day about hell, hell, even hip hop is not the same hip hop. You know, there's country rap or hip hop R&B, rap, which we call New Jack Swing or mental music. But I've actually heard some country rap before, and I'll admit though it's comical. It really is. But I'm not downplaying their music or their creativity at all. But it's funny to me. I find humor in certain things that I'm not familiar or it's gonna take time for me to get familiar with. So there's no disrespect there. They call it hip hop. I hip hop. I'm sorry. Oh man, that's funny as hell. Hick hop. It sound like you saying hiccup. Like I got a hiccup. Holla if you hear me. Can I? Can you even say what? I got the approval, but it still feels wrong. But no, though. But it does sound like somebody did. That sounds like somebody would make a track out of that just using that particular type of name. I got the hiccups. Holla if you hear me. Sound like some racial slur or something. Um, I don't know about that though, but even when you typed it out, or even when you typed it in the chat, it was still very funny to me. But yeah, though. But what was I also gonna get into? Oh yeah. Ooh. But you know what though? Like I know I've been saying this for quite some time, but I keep putting it off. But I'm thinking about again maybe getting a new laptop because like the camera quality, even if I was to like let's say show my face and turn the camera on, it just gives you a very blurred vision of my face. And again, just imagine and imagine you trying to cam up, but yet your stuff is blurred. But then again, though, but that definitely would be in the works eventually. So y'all won't, again, always will be like, well, you don't never show your face. Well, If that ain't showing my face, well, then I don't know what is. And again, it ain't nothing changed about this beautiful, handsome stallion. And Shernet, I know you didn't get around to it, what was it, the other day, but when you do those, what do you call it, those little sketch offs, where you would like do a drawing and we would have to like guess what it is. At times I could be very delayed with my answers because I would just be trying to, think real hard, but yet even when I type it out, somebody then already beat me to it. So I'm kind of slow on that because I can't draw. Because again, me just guess type with it. I know I'm going to be way off even if I tried. Like what was it that I'm trying to think. What was it that you drew something and I think it looked like a either a chair or a reverse four. And I was gonna say I was gonna say something else, and then up until somebody said, "Oh no, that's a I was getting ready to say a football field goal or something, but imagine if I wrote a reverse four. But then again though, it wouldn't look like that though. It wouldn't look like that. It would look like where the lines don't connect diagonally. It would just be like just like the common way of writing a four, where it's like H. Oh shit! You know what? It may have been. I think that's what it was. A reverse H that looks like a four, but I ended up thinking it was something else. Yeah, it was probably a. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, but Bernardo, but you know what? You do your best. You really do. I don't know about y'all, but to me, it kind of feels like a Saturday and not a Thursday. Yeah, I gotta head out and tend to the kids. So thanks for the. All right then. I appreciate you stopping by. You're more than welcome. Bye, yeah. Bye, you too. You know, tell the family I said hello. But yeah, though. But I mean, hell, the sun is out right now, and shoot, hell, do feel like again, well, a day where we could have just went out and barbecued, but it's all good. And we only got what 10 days till the actual summer, first day of summer. The hell, King. My bad, y'all. I was checking the message on my phone. Oh man, now I feel like roasting somebody. Yeah, I could have continued talking about what's her name, Candace Owens, but I'm gonna say this real quick though. Now, to Miss Candace Owens, okay. Now I think I done a little bit of research up on you, and I think you and I are around the same age, even though I'm like a year older than you. But how can you be 31 but yet look 50, 63 in the face? I mean, damn, you must come from some bad genes or something. And I thought, and again, and normally, black originally don't crack. Well, your black then done a lot of cracking. Because let me tell you something, Heifer. You got me all kinds of, getting twisted if you think that, again, I ain't just gonna sit up here and let you just disrespect a dead man like that. Yeah, you didn't even know him from a can of paper. Yeah, you still feel the need to say this type of bullshit that you saying. And no, he never. Again, I don't even think he would label himself as being a hero. But no, he was a modern day lynching. And that's what you want to refer to. Yeah. But guess what? George Floyd wasn't the only one. Now you do have some of these people who have done stuff like this who need definitely they ass whooped. Who definitely need their ass whooped. But you know what though? They ain't gonna. But you know what though? They ain't gonna face the music. You want to know why? Because they protected. Again, and if let's just say hypothetically, if it was Derek Chauvin and George Floyd on a one-on-one situation with help, without any help from them cops, or Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman without the gun, because Cat Williams said this a long time ago. Real damn, this will be the first time I ever. Well, you and I won't say the first time, but hell, I can do this. But what Cat Williams say? Real niggas versus bitch niggas, and bitch niggas is getting strong than a motherfucker. Understand the game ain't the same. And he wasn't necessarily lying when he said that. And nah, what he was saying about that, again, you got these people who are just, again, yeah, these haters and these so-called cowards that they don't want to even, or they don't want to equal playing field. They don't want it on the even level. They gonna do whatever they can to like step on your skull just to get ahead. But yeah, though. But hey, but you know what though? Like I normally don't speak like that at times, but I normally would just again just save it again when I'm off the computer. But I normally don't speak like that, so I apologize, but because I don't want nobody again to come off thinking that oh I'm something that I'm not. I mean, I do have a tendency to go off, again, like just certain things, just certain bullshit. Yeah, they will take me out of character. But you know what though? But that's enough for you, Candace Owens, whatever your name is. I didn't get you deserve no more attention, just like you don't deserve that so-called accounts that GoFundMe ended up pulling. And I say good again, because you deserve to have your stuff pulled if you own some of the stuff that you own. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, though. But man, I can't wait till next month till Ghost of Tsushima comes out. Oh, somebody getting sliced and diced, and I think it's the perfect timing to have like let's say a game based off of the Imperial Samurai. I mean, I know they made one. I mean, Sekiro, and y'all know how I feel about Sekiro. Sekiro, again, was just too difficult even for me to play. And even people, when I look at their gameplay, I could just, again, just tell that, what, yeah, I had that exact same problem. Again, it might be difficult for them, but they're able to pull it off. But I know they have their frustrations. But yeah, though, but Ghost of Tsushima, oh, like I said, I can't wait for it till, even though it was supposed to have been released, this coming week, but they decided to wait till next month and release it. I guess what due to COVID. But and again, I understand. Again, you are going to have some pushbacks. But my thing is that, especially for year 2019 till now, I don't think I've seen this many pushback in games since these years, since the year 2019 and 2020. And people are still asking about The Last of Us. And it just only again really gets me questioning is, well, hell, if they're not willing to again put more effort or more work into the product that they continue to advertise just to get the fans hopes up, and they're not, and again, and matter of fact, who was it? I think it may have been Elm that she, because even again, like, she talked about it too, about how there would be these there was this one particular feminist who thought it would be a good idea to talk to a game company to try to to try to change and to change certain things so it would make her happy. And the thing about it was she don't play video games. And I'm like, you know what? She just made your so-called company die a pretty much a slow death in a way, because y'all not gonna get any money. She made sure that she was gonna financially bankrupt you. And that's exactly when you happen. When you have people that think they know everything, in reality they don't. Especially when you're listening to the wrong people, because they have no because they don't have your best interest. But see, here's the thing. Um I wonder if this same woman who did the things that exact same feminist, if they put out a game, right? Let's say let's say you're like local thugs or whatever, with just, let's say, people of color, but you have, like, let's say, your white knight in shining armor. Again, I'm not on no bigotry. That I'm just saying, if they made a game that's basically targeting, let's say, people of color, and they did it in a Dexter type of fashion, I don't think you would be saying shit. I don't think people like that would be saying shit. You know why? Because I think they love keeping propaganda going. And I say, for this heifer, the games that we play, the games that we buy, anything we buy, it ain't affecting your income. Just like what other companies do, ain't paying your bills, or putting food on your table. It's like, yeah, but you don't play video games, but you love critiquing the fuck out of it, though. Okay, all right. That's the world we living in. It's somewhat going back to what I said about real people versus, bitch people, and how the bitches are just getting strong than a motherfucker. Like, the game really ain't the same, y'all. I mean, yeah, and the thing about it is they end up having, power. These motherfuckers end up having power and shit. Like this, as the saying goes, power in the wrong hands can be very deadly. And that's a prime example. But nada, but but nada, but beyond that, I really do hope, again, even for The Last of Us, that they just really just make sure that y'all get done with it as soon as you possibly can. Because these pushbacks, like I said, I don't think I've seen so many pushbacks till since last year of 2019. Now, I mean, of course, you had pushbacks before, but it was only very small. I don't know if I could say that, in this day and age, regarding the pushbacks. My thing is that, why do it in the first place if you have really no intentions on finishing something? Why even put it? Why even make it? And no, this isn't me, again, critiquing your line of work, but there are just certain things that I do raise a question or concern about. I mean, I would never really. I mean, hell, again, nobody wants a game that's basically gonna be made like the movie Avatar. And Avatar, hell, we can get into other shit, with Avatar. Hey, I like Avatar. It's a good movie, but it took George Lucas. Even he said that it took him 10 years to finish it. I get all of that. Hell, no game should take 10 years to finish. Hell, movies literally don't take 10 years to finish. It don't, unless somebody can, is willing to prove me wrong, and yet they unless they know something that I don't know, which what movie, again, since Avatar took about 10 years to finish. Again, it's a very good movie. But then again, though, okay, I'm on Instagram right now, and I'm looking at, someone that I follow put up a picture of what the PS5 looks like in the display, and I'm like, man, this thing is like the PlayStation version of an Xbox. Again, not trying to offend, but yeah, it is like, man, like I said, even though it's too early, but it is what it is. Again, it's definitely gonna get my money. But yeah, though. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and end this, and I appreciate, again, the people that was able to sit back and chill with me, just for a little bit. And I probably might come back and stream a game. I might, don't know what it will be though. Again, if y'all still around, hey, be on, again, make sure you have your notifications turned on, to hit the bells, like, comment, sub. I really appreciate it. And I'll be definitely be seeing y'all on the next one. So, peace.